What up YouTube, it's Misery Hates Company. In this video, I want to talk about something that we haven't talked about that was very controversial when it first came out, and that is none other than the core booster system. Now, I think that the core booster system had a very negative effect on the community, and I still don't feel really great about it, but I do want to showcase where I am in the core booster leveling process, and B, a few things that I think that would be very, very simple for Netmarble to change to maybe make the core booster a little less toxic. I don't know. It just definitely doesn't feel good giving away some of your best and most precious items in the game. So I do have a few suggestions to make it a little bit less painful to level it up. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Okay, so first things first, I am sitting at core booster tier 22, and this is of course out of 30, so I am on the definitely well over 2/3 of the way there. I'm looking forward to getting to 30 so I can be done with this. But the one thing that I actually find myself running into as the biggest slowdown is the 5-star and 6-star badges. You note that at least level 22, I'm getting 2,000 experience for these, and then when it does come time to get a costume, I think currently I have not given a 4-star yet. I still am only giving a 2 or 3-star, but when I give them, I'm getting like quadruple or 3 times or 4 times the amount of like XP here at the bottom that I would typically be getting for a normal quest. So if anything, it feels like I'm giving less fodder by giving a costume. I don't know if that's always been this way or not. Like I said, I personally have not invested or spent any time on the core booster until recently. I'd probably be a little bit farther along, if not maxed out, had I actually focused on it when it first came out. But like I said in all my previous videos, this was not a addition to the game that I was very excited about. But now that it kind of looks like it's here to stay, for better or for worse, I decided to go ahead and max it out. I want to min-max my Scarlet Witch when Transmute becomes available, so it only makes sense for me to go ahead and double down on this pretty painful process. But like I said though, so the costumes I'm actually kind of like okay with, because I'm actually expediting my process of getting to the next level. I've noticed that I get almost like a full like half level from it. So like if I were to get one, well maybe not from right here since it's 39%, but like 50% on, I've been like maxing out the rest of the level, which feels good because that's less badges I have to give. So for that, I'm actually okay with it personally, but I would definitely see where not everyone is okay with that. So one of my suggestions to Netmarble to make this process maybe a little bit less painful is giving us a 1-a-day reset. So, and maybe not reset, but skip. That's probably a better way of putting it. A 1-a-day skip. That way you could skip one of these quests or whatever requested item he's requesting. One time a day, you can skip it. That way for me, if I get to the 6-star badge where I know I'm not going to be giving my special badges away, and I only have a certain amount of the fodder ones you get from the blitzes, and in between that I'm just like crossing my fingers hoping I get one. So for me, I would skip that and I would kind of hope for the costume ones, whereas I feel like a lot of people would actually want to skip the costume ones, and that way it feels a lot less like invasive to your gear and to your overall account. It lets you be kind of more at the helm of your choices, and you get to truly sacrifice what you want to sacrifice. And let's say you skip on the costume and you get a 6-star badge. You're like, well, I can't really do that either. I want a 5-star badge. Then you just wait 24 hours, come back, do it again after reset, and then you have the ability of getting a whole new, requested item. And maybe it's another costume. Again, you wait 24 hours and then you go again. Whereas currently, if you are, just don't have the ability of getting a 3-star piece of gear quickly or like at all, it's very, very painful to give it away and then get the next one that could be yet another 3-star costume. That gets pretty painful. And I have heard from several sources that I believe the highest we've seen is a 4-star costume being requested by Mr. Raccoon here. So that is a pretty hefty bargain for a lot of people. So I could definitely skip that. Now, one could argue that's what's going to separate, the pay to win aspect of this, is that, the whales are going to have the advantage of having all this fodder and just give it all away. And that's fine. They'll get there faster, which is what I think it's pay. I've said this from the beginning. I'm okay with pay to rush. I'm not okay with pay to win. So I think allowing a skip every day or maybe a few times a week would allow us to kind of narrow that gap from pay to win to pay to rush. And I think that a lot of people, even the whales, would be okay with that. Another thing that I think that I would love to see change is this extract essence. So if you're free to play, or just, just don't spend money on core booster essence, which you shouldn't, because it's not an effective use of anything. or even your crystals by saving that currency up. I have not used any at all, and I only have 205, and it's going to cost me a lot to use to upgrade all the cores that I want to upgrade. And this extract essence is not a good system. This is only a 3-star badge, but it gets me 0.5%. So you can imagine everything that would be needed. I mean, I do have some 4-star badges that I could put in there just for the, for the content. So we'll put some of these in there. I'm going to be farming overnight anyway, so we'll just go ahead and put all of them in. I'll count them before I put them in there. So you go to headquarters, Pegasus base, core booster, extract essence, and we're going to do all of my 4-star, which look like there's 10 of them. So that got me 15%. Now that is better, but again, keep in mind, this is one single essence you're going to get after you fill this up. That does not feel good, because I would have gotten, what, 15K gold for that, which isn't a lot either, but honestly, I'd rather have the gold, because it's going to take, at max level, it's going to take 15 of those just to do one chance at plus 15% of whatever I'm trying to do. And obviously, since I'm a very in-game player, I'm going to be looking to move my 5-star cores to my 6-star cores, or 4 to 5. And that's where it's like, it just feels bad. So we need an easier way of getting these core booster essences. And I do think the extract essence is a nice way of doing it. But right now, like, even if they made this like 5, you get them in increments of 5. That feels fine. Like, it's a bit of a grind. You still get 15% for 10 level 4s, and it doesn't feel like you're wasting all your time. Still very much a grind, like I said, but you only need to fill it up 3 times to do it instead of 15 times to do it, which is, hello. Or just make it a grindable thing that you can get in other aspects of the game, because I mean, obviously we get some of it from different places, but it's not a lot. You get some of the battle challenge, you get some, I don't think you get any, what is it? Spec Ops? Yeah, I mean, you just get this one. But yeah, so there's that. And then, but I don't know if anyone noticed this, but this is kind of like a 5-head tip, that this can be used, the unrefined core can be used as material for extracting core booster essence at core booster tier 30. Now, I tried to do it when, actually I think I might have one, but I don't think you can even see how much it would give you when you try to do it now. So in that, I mean, maybe this is a non-issue once you hit max level, right? So yeah, I can't even do it. I can't even select it now. So at tier 30, I would be able to. Maybe it gives you like several, and maybe that's like the draw, because you get one of those every day if you do your spec ops, which you should be doing. And maybe that gives you like half a level or a full level. And maybe that's where you make the difference. I don't know. If you know and you've maxed it out and you've tested it, put it in the comments below. I'd be happy to pin that comment to the top so we can all learn together. But currently, I think there should be a more, free-to-play friendly way of getting a core essence booster, even if it's grindable. Like I said, I mean, even if it's a very small percent drop of like while you're overnight farming of getting some, like I would still do that. I feel like a lot of people would. But those are 2 things that I would love to see change. All in all, I'm still not in love with this core booster feature. It still feels bad, but at this point, it does feel like a necessary evil. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And like I said, if you already maxed yours out, and please do let me know how much of a percent you get from it in the salvage or the extract essence, because I would love to know. And I'm approaching level 30, and if we don't find the answer, I will pen it whenever I get to level 30. But until next time, guys, lock it in.